Tropical Storm Anna is even more likely to form now, as the National Hurricane Center has updated the storm to a 80% chance in the next 48 hours, as you can see right here. So, what are we looking at today? Potential Tropical Storm Anna, now formerly known as Invest 90L, located right here where you see that X. This is the center of rotation of this Invest, as it is likely to move eastward before shooting up back towards the north. So, we have a very high chance of this forming. I'm going to be showing you guys everything about Anna, the models, the satellite imagery, everything in today's video, so stay to the end. This is the 5-day tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center. 90% chance, even more, as you can see. And like I said, it's just expected to generally move southeastward, generally this way before shooting back to the northeast. So it's going to be stalling here in those a little bit of warmer temperatures right here for a bit, which is where it could potentially form. Now, let's look of the National Hurricane Center. So it's a non-tropical low-pressure system located around 650 miles east-northeastward of Bermuda. Now, it's been moving northwestward, and now it's going to be starting to move a little bit more towards this way after moving northwestward for a little while. Now, what they're saying is going to likely become a subtropical cyclone near northeast of Bermuda on Friday, so that will be tomorrow. After that, it's expected to book back towards the north and obviously die off and just become a low-pressure system. So let's look first of all at our GFS model. This is in 6 hours. So in 6 hours, it is expected, as you can see, to still be connected to that front. And this is really the problem it's having right now. Our Invest is connected to this ginormous front right here. And this is what's keeping it from really forming. As you can see, it's connected and it's embedded inside this frontal system. And so this is going to be inhibiting any further development until it cuts off from the system. That's where we're going to have to see the model. So this model is obviously, you can see the front really starts falling apart here. And then we get two areas of low pressure, this one and this one. And obviously this is our main, this is our Invest right here. And as you can see, these two really split apart. And what happens is this is actually becomes the main front. And Invest 90L moves away from that. And that's when it would theoretically become a tropical or subtropical storm Anna. That's in about 30 to 24 hours, like the National Hurricane Center has stated. And then as you can see right here, it pulls out, and this is really the best time where it could develop into that subtropical system before just falling apart and pull it back to the north. Now, what's interesting on the European model, we see that exact same thing developing, but you can see really what's happening. So again, this is our front right here. This is our frontal system. And our storm is right here. Actually, it's embedded right here. And so, again, I'm just going to keep the front right here. But what's actually happening is that we have a second area of rotation embedded inside this frontal system. So we actually have two areas. If we go back to the GFS model, you can see that being described right here. This is the second area of rotation that we've been tracking, as well as our main frontal system. And the European model does describe that. And as we look at that, it actually this is what's actually going to be pulling our storm towards the south as it's trying to spin around, and then they kind of combine together. And we can really see that on the true color imagery of the storm. As we look right here, this is true color imagery as of right now. You can really see what I'm talking about with this. Really, you can really see that. So this is Invest 90. Let me change colors here. This is Invest 90L right here. We're putting this X. You can see the broad area of rotation. And then right here, this is our frontal system here. Right here, and then this is our rotation area, just so that we have everything marked down. This is Invest 90L. This is what's marked by National Hurricane Center. But this is the second area of rotation. You can clearly see that rotation in the low-level clouds here. And this is another thing that's really keeping our storm from forming properly. We have this other area of rotation that came from the northeast and got embedded and kind of stuck with our frontal system that actually pulls back like this. So this is kind of what's happening right now. And over the past couple of hours, we've seen this rotation degenerate, starting to fall apart, starting to get a little bit more elongated towards the southward. And what's happening is that this rotation is getting pretty much the rotation is getting completely cut off by 90L here, which is continuing to rotate a little bit faster with more convection popping to the northward. And this is going to continue falling apart, and it's going to bring 90L to the southwest right now. It's going to be bring that into the southwest, and this is going to move this way until it completely degenerates and moves back. And so this is what's going to be helping actually make the system form. And as 91L moves to the west right here, it's going to be cutting off from the front, and this is when it's going to be developing. So National Hurricane Center has this developing somewhere here, and that's why. Now, ocean analysis wise, it's not great, right? Our storm right now is located right around here. It's in actually 21 degrees water, so really not the best. But as it moves, it's gonna be going down to 21, 22, and it's likely gonna be acquiring subtropical characteristics. Sorry about that. And that's how it is very likely to form. So thanks for watching today's video. I'll have more updates on Ana. And as you can see, once again, we really have this rotation picking up right here. And this is starting to fall apart a little bit more. Actually, as I'm looking from the latest imagery here, you can see that we no longer have we don't really have any rotation still left on this side here, which is a good sign that this is really falling apart. What I'm seeing right now is actually this is kind of splitting apart here. So this is really falling apart.